Hey guys. I don't know why I'm still wearing this. It's hot. Like, it's hot out. I'm taking a lunch break right now. I'm actually somewhere else today. I am by a beautiful river with boats and a bridge, and it's just one of my favorite places to be at, especially this time of year. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty here. Can't get over how pretty it is here. So just did a delivery, and I don't know what it is, but I'm like, I think I'm suffocating in my mask, and it's not a fun feeling to feel suffocated. You know, like I just don't feel okay with it on anymore. And it's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous. And how much I feel so like not okay with it. I don't know, it's weird. But I like being here. It's relaxing, it's quiet. Hear the birds. Especially on my lunch break. Feels good. There's boats in the river, and just, I don't know, it brings like a lot of memories of being here. My grandma took me here a lot when I was little. Right behind me and down the road a little bit, there's this alcove where there's ducks and geese and everything over there. And when I was little, my mom and I would take our canoe out and go canoeing, and then my grandma would take me here when I would be with her, and we would go down here, and we would watch the boats, feed the ducks and the geese and the swans. And then there was one year where I collected tadpoles. I was so fascinated with frogs and tadpoles that it just, I don't know, I wanted to have a bunch of tadpoles and see what happened to them, and just see them morph into frogs. Unfortunately, they didn't live. I was sad. I was really sad. We didn't have an aquarium for them. We just had them in a bucket, and we had food for them, but it was like not the right food, evidently, and they just all ended up dying slowly. It was like, oh, I feel really bad. I think if I did that again, I would have an aquarium, not have as many, and maybe have 3 or 4 tadpoles and go from there, because, you know, why not? And yeah, I mean, that'd be a lot of fun to do that. It really would be. Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm just, it's a very quiet day. I love it. It's quiet but busy, and like, it's big orders today, so I'm liking that it's big orders. So I'm gonna do like one order and get like a lot of money from it. And so, anyways, sorry, I just got distracted by people walking up next to me. So yeah, so they're big orders, and so like I just did one, or I did it this morning. I'm telling you, my cart was overfilled with big stuff, and it was all in all, it was like a over $200 worth of groceries, and then I got like, what was it? It was, I think my portion of it plus tip was like almost $40. No, $46 is what it came out to be with tip. So you're thinking, well, that's legit. What's $200? Well, I get X amount of money from my work plus 6 cents per mile or something like that. And that's how they equal it out over for, gas and mileages and stuff. So it's confusing. I just go, okay, whatever. But I like going for the ones where I get a smaller tip but a bigger outcome from my work, because I can cash out it and I get the money from work, like today, part of the tip where I get that, with payday next week. So it is what it is. So I have direct deposit and an instant deposit. So it works out. I know. A lot of memories here. A lot of memories here. Brought my daughter down here a few times, and she likes it down here, but my parents take her to places like Hudson or Prescott, which I went to Prescott too, but she's not a fan of Prescott. She is this of Hudson beaches. So she likes going there, and she likes going places in Minneapolis and St. Paul and stuff. I'm not a big fan of those places, not because of the scenery or whatever. That's not it at all. It's driving. I don't like driving. If my parents took all of us and we all just went on a drive, sure, we can go there and stuff. But if it's just me driving, I don't like going down there with my daughter. I tend to get lost really, really easily. And I don't really like it. I get frustrated down there because it's all one ways. Just a bunch of one ways. So, I miss being on a boat. I seriously do miss being on a boat. My ex and he had a funny boat, and we would go on the boat as much as we possibly could in the summertime. I think it was like, I swear it was like every day we're on the boat. I swear we were. It was like, we were on the boat so much. Like, he and I it didn't have a name or anything. We ended up naming it the Flyer. The Flying Heart. And it's because every time we were out there, we had it flying out of the water each time we did. And it was so much fun. So much fun. We would travel everywhere by boat. We really would. We would start in South St. Paul or doing St. Paul Park or wherever, and we would just travel up and down the Mississippi River. And then we would travel a ways up and then pick a spot for, lunch or whatever, and we would, dock and get out onto a, deserted little beach or middle of the river island and explore it for a little while, and get back in the boat and go a little further. And we would have a cutoff spot of, okay, we've traveled this far now, let's start heading back before it gets too dark. And so we would do that, and we would travel from wherever we were and head back. And we got caught one time at in the middle of the night. It was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, it was scary. We had docked in Wisconsin, on the Wisconsin side, and the St. Croix River, and we traveled south. We went past Red Wing, down that way as far as we could get, and we found some cool sand dunes and just different stuff that we explored down there. And time really beseeched us and lost track of time, and next thing we knew it was like 6 o'clock, and we're like, oh crap, we have like a few hours of daylight left, and we need to get back up, and it took us a long time to get down here, so we're screwed. And we got all the way up as far as we could, and it got dark, and we had to stop. We stopped. We were in the middle of the river, and we were looking all over for lights and stuff, and we didn't have lights. We had some flashlights. We ended up calling up his brother and having him meet us at the docks with a big flashlight so we could see where the dock was. And by the time we got close to where we were at, there was barges that we had to maneuver around safely, and it was like, oh, it was scary. I had my life vest on because we were scared. We both had life vests on. We were both scared that we weren't going to make it, that something was going to happen. I mean, it was scary. It was seriously scary. And, we had some lights so we could signal them that we were there, but it wasn't very bright. And then as I got to Hudson area, we seen the lights on the dock as to where it was, and I've never been so happy to be on land at that point. I was like, oh my god, we're not doing that again. That was too much. I was like, yeah, next time if we do that, we're going to bring sleeping bags and stay. I'm like, or better yet, we just stay on the river. Or we just stay in the boat. Sleep in the boat or something. I don't know. We do something. Because really, it's summertime. We could sleep in the boat and be just fine without blankets or anything. Just, anchor down close to shore, and so we're not in the path of any barges or any other boats, and sleep in the boat. So yeah, and that was really crazy. Really, really crazy. So alright, I'm gonna get back to work now, and I will talk to you all later. Bye guys.